Hi guys, Dean here, Functional Fitness Centre. So I'm going to go through the RDL, so the Romanian deadlift. Now, the Romanian deadlift is something that I think many people struggle with to get the direct of the exercise and obviously the load point. So if you're not getting the load in the right place, you'll probably get like lower back pain, you get curling of the back, and obviously as you then progress up the weight, it's not actually directly hitting where you want to be targeting, which you want to be getting the hamstrings, so the back of the leg, hamstrings and the glutes. The glutes only normally come into play once the load is heavier. But to make the load heavy, you've got to make sure the movement's proper, like to start with, before you do anything. So before you do anything in a Romanian deadlift, all you want to do initially is put the weight into your heels, put your hands onto your thighs and just run your hands down your thighs. When you feel your hamstrings kick in, like for example, my hamstrings kick in there, that's when you know you're in the right position, okay? For example, if your back is curved, like my hamstrings literally are not kicking in at all, and I could probably even do this before they even kick in. But the idea is, obviously, in a Romanian deadlift, for the hamstrings to kick in as early as possible. Secondary after the hamstrings, so once you've done the position here and the hamstrings have kicked in, as you're then coming up, that's when the glutes are then going to activate and help drive to get that triple extension. So from here, you're going to push with the bar, it could be bar or dumbbells, kettlebells, anything, and you're going to push through and squeeze for the glutes to work. Okay, so with the bar, I'll show you the movement. It's really vital to make sure that you get that prior to loading up the weight, that you get that position and that you feel the hamstrings kick in. So you want the bar as close to your body as possible. You want your back to be flat all the way throughout. So again, I'll show you wrong movement and then right movement. Wrong movement would be bringing the bar away from the body first of all, because it puts pressure on the back, and then you're going to curl over into this position and can touch the floor. Okay, obviously that I'd say is the wrong movement because the back's curved. But a very simple change in this is by locking the back, lock everything backwards, make sure you pivot from the hip. If you pivot from the hip, keep the bar close to the body, travel down, and then that is where my hamstrings now kick in. It's a big difference as opposed to doing it with a curved back. So the reps would look just like this, kicking in and then firing back up through. Control the bar, kicking in and firing back through. So the most vital part, like I say, is to make sure that you're pivoting from the hip. Try and think of it like two sticks, if you like, two sticks that are flat. So from the shoulders to the hips is one, and from the hips to the floor is the other. So in this position, I'm flat, I'm pivoting from the hips. Okay, you're not pivoting from the back. Pivoting from the back is where you're then going to get the back pain. You'll feel your back working, and you'll feel obviously the tension in the back because you're holding the weight in that position. But that's conditioning the back to that, to make sure that you're locked in that position there. Okay, so the most important part is thinking about, as you're coming up, keeping that in that position, keeping the bar back, and then driving through with the hips to get the glutes to work. So that's the RDL. Have a go. Any questions or any comments below, just drop them in and I'll help you as much as I can.